Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Baby, the insurance companies. All right, so listen to this. United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot and targeted in attack. Gunman still at large. This is according to CNBC.com. So Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Health Group's insurance unit, was fatally shot outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan on Wednesday morning in what appears to be a brazen targeted attack, the New York Police Department said. The gunman is described as using a firearm with a silencer, a person familiar with the matter said. Thompson led the United Healthcare, the largest private health insurer in the U.S. So Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare's group insurance unit, was fatally shot outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan on Wednesday morning, and what appears a brazen targeted attack, the New York Police Department said. I want to be clear. At this time, every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said during a news conference Wednesday following the shooting. This does not appear. This does not appear to be a random act of violence, she said, adding that the department is carrying out a full investigation. Thompson, 50, led the United Healthcare, the largest private health insurer in the U.S. He was on the way to United Health Group's Investor Day set for Wednesday at 8 a.m. at the Hilton. The NYPD said the company canceled the event after the shooting. That is so crazy. It had to be, girl. Like, someone had to know his full schedule. Like, how do you know this man is going to be in New York? How do you know where this man is going to be staying? How do you know that he's going to be walking down the street? How do you know where he's going to be? Whoever did this had to be privy to information. Does that make sense what I'm saying? When you really think about the details, you really knew what this man was going, where he's going, because the man doesn't even live in New York. Girl, you not don't trust people. Hello, so girl, they need to question everybody. They need to question everybody, starting with the secretary. Girl, you want your lover and your secretary working every day of the week. Okay, they need to question the secretary. They need to question the driver. But they said that him and his wife are actually separated. They need to question the wife because in order for you to know this man who maybe him being the CEO, his schedule is public knowledge. Is it? I doubt it. I don't know, right? Um, but for this person to know this where this person will be at that time in the morning, that day, girl, it's given, girl. I had access to the schedule. Okay. Patrol officers responded to a 911 call at 6:46 a.m. about a person shot in front of the Hilton Hotel. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said during the news conference, officers arrived at 6:48. Girl, when I tell you, girl, it's no girl. I'm about to say, girl, I don't want to sound insensitive, girl, to be a white man, baby. Let me tell you, they said that, girl. Patrol officers responded to a 911 call at 6:46. Girl, they arrived at 6:48. Girl, that fast. Girl, you know that would have been a girl, it's no shade, but that would have been a new. To find Thompson on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds to his back and leg. Emergency medical services brought Thompson to Roosevelt Hospital where he was pronounced dead at 7:12 a.m. according to Kenny. Girl, listen to this though. Now this is about to get a little messy. Girl, they also say this is according to DailyMail.com. They say United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was facing a DOJ investigation and lawsuit when he was shot dead at investor conference. So Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was accused of insider trading and fraud before he was assassinated on Wednesday in Manhattan. Thompson, 50, was shot dead in what NYPD officials believe was a targeted attack as he exited the Hilton Hotel before an investor conference. His killer remains on the loose. Last year, the DOJ launched a probe into whether the private company of the nation's biggest insurer, led by Thompson, was unfairly restricting competitors and running a monopoly. Baby. In May, the City of Hollywood Firefighters Pension Fund initiated a complaint against Thompson and other executives, accusing the CEO of failing to tell investors about the federal probe before he unloaded over 31% of his stock, taking in $15.1 million in proceeds. I'm going to put the link to the articles in the description box so y'all can read it. In the legal documents, the fund said Thompson and other company execs sold over $117 million worth of United Health common stock during the 4-month period when insiders knew about the federal antitrust investigation, but public did not. The California Public Employees Retirement System, America's largest state public pension fund, then joined that complaint in October and filed an amendment seeking a jury trial against the United Health execs, including Thompson. The Wall Street Journal reported in February that the federal investigators had been interviewing healthcare industry representatives in sectors where United Health competes, including doctor groups. Investigators have asked about issues including certain relationships between the company's United Healthcare Insurance Unit, which owns physician groups, among other assets. The WSJ was also reported that the DOJ was examining the company's Medicare billing practices to see if doctors are aggressively categorizing their patients' illnesses to wrongly increase payments from the government. Thompson was fatally shot in the chest and leg in a targeted attack by a man. We already talked about that earlier. Thompson was named United Healthcare CEO in 2021 and earned a reported $10 million a year. And for several years prior, he ran the Medicare business within United Healthcare. Sources reportedly said that Thompson, who lives in Minnesota with his wife and children, was not a guest at the hotel but arrived early to prepare for his presentation. Girl. Ain't this a mess? What y'all think going on? The gunman apparently knew which door Thompson was going to emerge from and gunned him down several feet away. The suspect then jumped on a bicycle and is believed to have fled to Central Park. I'll put the link to the articles in the description box. What y'all think is going on? Some people are saying online they think that, girl, the man hired somebody to take him out so his family could get insurance money. I don't know, child. Girl, it is giving targeted. It is giving, girl, this is too precise. Like, for you to be visiting, going to work, you walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is either somebody who knew you, they had to have known your schedule. They had to know you were going to be out of town. Like they had to they had to know your schedule. They just had to. Because what how I don't even know what to say. It's just too precise. It's something. Someone knew someone. Okay, and that man had information. That man had access to his schedule. That means that the person who unalived him had to wake up at a certain time, get all their stuff together, figure everything out. They knew exactly what to do and where that man was going to be. And you were under investigation too, girl. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Okay, so can we have some real talk? Shout out to Andrew Gabor. Can we have some real talk? This is all I'm going to say about Drea. Okay, so Drea is in some back and forth with her ex-boyfriend. Long story short, for those who have been living under a rock, she is living in his home. She claims that they had a conversation. I believe every word Drea is saying, and I'll tell you why I believe it. She's saying that while they were together, they had a conversation about her buying the house one day. She offered like 2.8 million, somewhere around there, for the home. He countered with 3.2. She accepted the offer. They never went as far as signing anything. Based off what I've read, paperwork was drawn. They just never got around to signing the paperwork. She also says that she's put almost $300,000 worth of renovations into the home, and she's been paying the monthly rent of $19,000. Let's be for real about what's happening. What Drea did, it's stupid. But what Drea did is not uncommon. Now, is it uncommon for people to be paying $19,000 a month in rent? Yes. Most people don't pay that. Is it uncommon to hear about people putting $300,000 of renovations into a home, especially a home that they don't necessarily own? Yes. Most people don't put that much into renovations for a home, right? But it's not uncommon for a woman to be involved in an intimate relationship with a man and take his word as bond. There are too many men, there are too many women that have been in relationships with men where you're fucking and y'all don't get nothing in writing. And y'all think that because he is your man, he is this upstanding man, that he gonna stand by his word. I believe everything Drea said. I haven't heard one lawyer, one person say that the conversations never happened. What the point that we're at is he don't want the helper in his house. Okay? And because the paperwork was never signed, again, based off what I've read, his lawyer is saying, girl, is null and void. They didn't sign it. He didn't sign it. She didn't sign it. He want her out of her house, so she got to go. Cool. Okay, whatever. But they're not saying that Drea didn't put those $300 worth of renovations into that home. They're not saying she's behind on rent. They're not saying that the conversations were never had about Drea possibly buying that home for 3.2 or 3 whatever millions of dollars. They're not saying that. I haven't read it anywhere. So I think, again, for people to get online and act as if Drea has done something that a lot of women do, which is get into a relationship with a man and him say he's going to do X, Y, and Z, and he doesn't stick beside his word. He doesn't stick to his word. That's what Drea did. She got into a relationship with a man. She was fucking a man. He said he was going to do X, Y, and Z. And on Mad Day, he changed his mind. I don't know too many men. I don't know too many women who really protect themselves the way that they should protect themselves when it comes to these relationships. There are too many. I'm not going to say there's too many. There are people who get married and won't even protect themselves. That's exactly why when Mad Day comes, especially if there's a little money involved, a few homes, a couple of cars, they're at the courthouse hollering and screaming about what's mine, what's his, he said, she said, because the girl's not protecting themselves. I'm not saying that Drea shouldn't have handled her business, because she should have. But what I am saying is not uncommon for women to believe that their man is going to stand by their word, and they don't. Nobody is putting $300,000 worth of money into a home with the expectation of, I'm going to be moving out. Drea put that money into that home because the man did tell her, you're going to be able to buy this home for me. Nobody's sitting there just paying $19,000 to a nigga who you fucking. Don't leave that out. This ain't no regular smuggler situation where it's just a landlord and a tenant. This is somebody who you opening your legs up to. Y'all not opening up y'all legs and then girls talking about, okay, baby, can you make sure you sign this right here? Sign this right here, just make sure. Y'all not doing that. Y'all not doing that. And y'all know y'all not. Y'all really out here having sex with these niggas and also making sure that when they say, oh, baby, if you do X, Y, and Z, I'll take care of X, Y, and Z. Well, let's make sure we get it in writing. Y'all really doing that? The majority of men in relationships with other people, the majority of women in relationships with other people, are y'all really protecting yourselves like y'all should? Let's talk. Let's talk. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass serious. There are too many people online trying to drag Drea about what she should have done. Yes, she should have. There's too many girls and boys out there who got credit cards in their names that their baby daddies ran up, their boyfriends ran up and ain't paid the bill. It's too many boys and girls out there with cars in their names that their baby daddy was going to pay the car note, girl, and they didn't. Again, I think one of the key components to this story is that this woman and this man had an intimate relationship. This was just not somebody who went and this was some, a landlord, that type of relationship. This is not, girl, oh, didn't you sign the paperwork when you started renting your home? Yeah, because I wasn't fucking my landlord either. But we all know that when you get into relationships with people, when you start having sex with people, the way that you should handle your business, a lot of people don't. That's all I got to say. I think that you can say that Drea is a hot ass mess, but that has nothing to do with, again, I have not heard anything about Drea being behind on rent, the story not being the truth. The only thing I've heard is the lawyer say she ain't signed the paper, he ain't signed the paper, he want that help up out her house. And we all know what it is it does seem like it could have been a little lapping with Drea and Jalen in the dude. He don't want that. He don't want the boy in the house. Cool. Again, that's his home. But to act like Drea is just pulling this shit out of her ass, and y'all know that's not the case. The most you might do in a rental property is paint the walls. Girl, probably change out a couple of knobs on the cabinets. But to put 300,000, to put thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars into a home that girl, that this is not my home. Girl, y'all know Dre ain't did no shit like that. Ain't nobody doing nothing like that unless you just a fool. Dre may be a lot of things. But the bitch ain't never been no fool. You might talk about her being a mama. Okay, you can call her a hoe, but you can't call a bitch a fool. Now, I'll walk that back a little bit. I guess she was a little foolish for taking a nigga at his word and put $300,000 into a house and paying $19,000 rent, and now he got the white people knocking on your door till you get the fuck up out his house. So I guess in a way, she is a little foolish. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, girl, let's move on. I'm Team Drea on this one, girl. This should be a wake up call for all y'all boys and girls in relationships to protect yourself. And even if you are sleeping with a man, sleeping with a woman, girl, you need to bring out paperwork. Anytime it involves anything, a house, a car, credit cards, anything like that, you need to protect yourself. If you get married, get a prenup. But we know y'all not getting prenups. We know y'all not protecting yourselves. Drea ain't the only one. Drea believed her man like y'all believe y'all man. And that's just what it is.
Y'all finna jump me? Be honest.
And you know what's so crazy? It's really no different than Cam Newton and his ex girlfriend.
Hello.
She had a car since they broke up 2017, 2018. He files a lawsuit, I think last year, talking about I want my car back. Girl, well, girl, y'all been girl, y'all been broke up for how long? And now all of a sudden, this girl been driving this car since what? 2018. Now all of a sudden you want the car back? Hey! Quavo did the same thing to Sweetie. Gifted her a car. The point is, one, the truth is, if it's not in your name, it ain't yours. That's just what it comes down to. Two, again, we cannot pretend that people don't get into relationships and you take your man, your partners, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whomever, wife as the gospel. A lot of people are not in intimate relationships where sex is involved, and girl, y'all are bringing out paperwork and having the paperwork signed after a hot session. Okay? Girl, a lot of people are not doing that. It's my man, my man, my man, my man. My man ain't like y'all man, huh? Because my man is a man of his word until your man ain't a man of his word.
My man, my man, my man, my man. Bitch, your man left you for dead, hoe.
And now your man just like the other lying ass niggas. Okay? A lot of people get stupid when they are in love. A lot of people get stupid, girl, over dick. What we call it? Dumb over dick. Drea is not alone. She's not. She's not. Kaya around here with them 4 kids, girl, with a Metro pass. Because Kim trying to did he ever get the car back? Girl, I don't know if she got a Metro pass or not. Girl, did he ever get the car back from the girl? Quavo was out here snatching Sweetie car up after he gifted her a car. I'm just saying. The lesson of the day is, even if it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, look out for yourself and make sure the proper documentation is involved when necessary. Also, stop acting as if Drea is just out here, girl, operating like a lot of people in relationships operate, believing that their man will be a man of his word. Stop believing niggas. Stop believing these bitches too. They'll lie too. Okay. Anyways, I'm done. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.
Huh?
What you say,
Huh?
honey?
I don't hear you, sweetie.